Hello, good morning all of you. Welcome back to our class again. So today we will start with exercise 7.3, fourth question. Okay? All of you read the question. BE and CF are two equal altitudes of a triangle ABC. B and CF are equal and their altitude also of which triangle? Triangle ABC. Using RHS theorem, RHS congruence rule, prove that triangle ABC and ABC is an isosceles triangle. That means we want to prove that two sides are equal. Then only we can say triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay, what is given in the question? B and CF are the two equal altitudes. Okay, we have to prove that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. So we can see the diagram. Here see the diagram. Triangle ABC I drawn. BE and CF are two altitudes. Altitudes means I already told you. Perpendicular line segment drawn from any vertex to the opposite side is called altitude. Okay, so this angle forming is 90 degree. Here CF is an altitude to AB. Therefore, angle F forming is 90 degree. Okay. So, we want to prove that this triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. That means we want to prove that AB and AC are equal. Okay. So that we are going to take two triangles, triangle BEC, BEC, and triangle CFB. Okay. So that I drawn the diagram separate also here. So listen here, BEC drawn and CFB also separate diagram drawn. So can you able to prove these two triangles are congruent? These two triangles are separate drawn. So that can you able to prove it is congruent, you think? What about BC? Here you see BC. So here corresponding side what is coming? CB. What about BC and CB in this triangle? And in these two different triangles also see what about BC and CB? Common part. Common side of the triangle. BC and CB is common. And so that what we can say BC and CB are equal. I marked with the same symbol. So BC and CB are equal. Okay. Next one is B and CF are equal already given in the question. Because already given B and CF are the two altitudes. And these two altitudes are equal already given. Therefore, what I written B and CF are equal. That also I marked with the same symbol. Okay. Now, one more part you can able to say, what about this angle and this angle? 90 degree. What's the reason? CF is an altitude to AB. B is an altitude to AC. Therefore, we can able to say that this angle forming is 90 degree. Therefore, what we can write, angle BEC and angle CFB is equal to how much? 90 degree each. Therefore, here which theorem you can able to apply? R, right angle came, H, hypotenuse came, that is this is hypotenuse, H came, and one side also came. Therefore, write R, H and S. Therefore, by RHS theorem, anyway, any method we can't able to apply RHS theorem or SAS theorem, etc. etc. So correct parts are congruent. The corresponding parts in the same method congruent coming. Then only we can say that two triangles are congruent by either RHS theorem or SAS theorem, whatever it is. So here right angle, corresponding right angles are congruent game, and corresponding hypotenuse congruent game, and corresponding one side also congruent game. That is why we are applying RHS theorem. Therefore, by RHS theorem, what you can say? Triangle BEC is congruent to triangle CFB. BEC, this one, and CFB, this one. So these two triangles are congruent. Therefore, what you can say? Its corresponding parts are congruent. So see here angle C, angle B, same position written now. C, BEC, BEC saying the full angle coming. BEC is coming, EC taking, Angle C full coming, no, it is split triangle not coming here. So BEC, therefore this angle C and this angle B are equal. What's the reason? CPCT. See here, I written here CPCT. This angle, in this triangle, this angle take, and in this triangle, what you take here? This angle B are equal. Angle C congruent to angle B, reason CPCT. So in this triangle, in the same triangle, see here, in the same triangle, the side separate drawn and shown for your convenience only, but we are taking from the same triangle only. In this triangle, angle B and angle C are equal. So you already studied that if two angles are congruent, their opposite sides are equal. Angle B, this full angle, angle C, this full angle are equal got. So their opposite sides are equal. Opposite side of angle C is AB. Opposite side of angle B is AC. Therefore what we can say, AC and AB are equal. AB and AC are equal by theorem only I written here. Okay. So AB and AC are equal. What's the meaning? It is an isosceles triangle. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay. Any two sides of a triangle are equal, then that type of triangles we are calling as isosceles triangles. So you got AB and AC equal, got no? So what you can say? Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay students, got clear now? Okay, these are very simple riders. One time go through it and copy it. Okay. Okay, copy that. Copy all of you first. In this triangle BEC, this angle C full coming, and angle CFB, this angle also full coming. Splitted angle not to take in. Okay, so full angle only take. Angle BEC. BEC once more you can see BEC this angle. So that full angle coming here. CFB taking, then also full angle coming. So that angle C and angle B are equal. Angle C and angle B are equal, then their opposite sides are also equal. Therefore, we can say triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay, all of you completed? So now, from this exercise, last question, question number 5. ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB equal to AC. ABC is an what type of triangle? Isosceles triangle with a AB equal to AC. Draw AP perpendicular to BC to show that angle B equal to angle C. ABC is what type of triangle? Isosceles triangle. Which sides are equal given here? AB and AC are equal given. Draw AP perpendicular to BC. Show that angle B and angle C are equal. So you yourself, this type of riders getting you yourself try to do the sums, so that you will get the practice. Okay, see here. First triangle ABC drawn. AB and AC are equal given. AP perpendicular, AP is perpendicular to BC given. AP perpendicular to BC, the meaning is that this angle APC and this angle APB both are 90 degree. Here I didn't mark, it is understood there. So this is a linear pair, this angle 90 coming, automatically this angle will be 90. Otherwise it is perpendicular given, so that these both angles are 90 degree each only. Okay, see here. In triangle ABP, this triangle, and ACP, this triangle. Which triangle taken? You try to identify it. Triangle ABP and triangle ACP. In triangle ABP, ACP, two triangles are taken. So which two sides are equal? AB and AC are equal. AB equal to AC given. That is already given in the question. And now angle ABP, this angle, angle APB, angle APB, this angle, and angle APC, this angle, these both the angles are 90 degree each. What's the reason? AP perpendicular to BC already given in the question. Okay. Now next point, see. Now one more part we can say, which part? AP is equal to AP. AP equal to AP. It is common side. Here separate diagram I didn't draw because it is already separate. You can able to identify. Okay. So AP equal to AP common side. So here also which theorem we will apply? RHS theorem only, because right angle came, hypotenuse AB came, and one side AP came. Don't think it is SAS, because SAS how coming? Side angle, this angle congruent, then only we can say. So that here R, right angle came, hypotenuse AB came, and one side AP came. Therefore by RHS theorem, what you can say? Triangle ABP and triangle ACP are congruent. See here, these two triangles are congruent. Okay, clear now? So what you want to prove here? Your question is to prove that angle B and angle C are equal. So here direct answer coming now. What about B and what about C? Corresponding part of congruent triangle. If two triangles are congruent, its all corresponding parts are congruent. Therefore, what you can say? Angle B is congruent to angle C. So, what I written here? CPCT. Angle B equal to angle C. The reason is CPCT. Clear? Very easy sums now. Okay, copy it. This also. Copied? Now we are going to explain the inequalities in a triangle. Inequalities in a triangle. So you have studied inequalities. Inequalities means what? Equality and inequality. Equality means A equal to B, B equal to C. There which symbol coming? Equality symbol coming. Inequality, then when coming inequality? If not equal, then inequality will exist. Because for example, if 2 not equal to 3, you are knowing. If 2 not equal to 3 knowing, then what you can say? Either 2 less than 3 or 2 greater than 3 coming. So this less than and greater than we are calling as inequalities. Okay? Inequalities. Equality means equal sign using. Inequality means if not equal coming, there inequality will exist. Example I given now, that means 2 not equal to 3 coming. Then we can say there are two possibilities again. 2 less than 3 possible and 2 greater than 3 possible. But which inequality is correct? 2 less than 3 is correct or 2 greater than 3 is correct? 2 less than 3 is correct. Okay. So here also we are going to learn some inequalities based on the sides and angles. Okay. So here I drawn a diagram. So from this diagram it is very clear that which angle is greater angle. Angle B is greater, very clear now. Among all the angles, which angle is greater? Angle B is greater. And here also if angle B is greater, here while measuring you can see is line segment AC is greater. So in such a way we can able to see some theorems. And these, which are the theorems I am going to explain, that is 7.6 and 7.7. These theorems, you draw different diagrams and you try to verify it. First of all, I will explain it. What is the theorem? Listen here. What is inequality we can understand from here. Two sides of a triangle are unequal. Two sides of a triangle are unequal. Here two sides of the triangle I marked here, AC and AB I marked. From the diagram itself it is very clear the two sides are not equal, unequal. The meaning is that not equal. So the AC and AB length are different. Then what will happen? Then the angle opposed to the longer side is larger. Angle opposed to the longer side is larger. So here which side is greater? Very from the diagram very clearly you can understand AC is the longer side. If AC is longer side coming, what is its opposite angle? AC's opposite angle, what will come? B. So I given the technique how finding out, early videos I explained. If AC's opposite angle, what will come? B. So B is larger angle. You can measure also with the protractor, you measure these angles. So while measuring, you can understand that this angle B is greater than compared to this angle A and angle C. This is the theorem. If two sides are unequal, then which side is greater? Its opposite angle is greater. Understood? Which side is greater? Its opposite angle is greater. So that only theorem written. Once more you read the statement. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, the angle opposed to the longer side is larger. Which side is longer? Its opposite angle is larger. Here very clearly you can understand from the diagram, AC is the longer side. If AC is longer side, then its opposite angle, angle B is larger. Understood the point clearly? So here I written also, conclusion I written here. You can see the conclusions here. In triangle ABC, clearly AC is greater than AB. If AC is greater than AB, which is the angle opposed to AC, which vertex node came? That one. Angle B is greater than, which vertex node came here? C. So angles. This is MCQ also asking, fill in the blanks also asking, very very important results. Okay. So I given some activities for you. See here, what is I written here? Activity for the students. Draw two different scale and triangle. Scale and triangle means all the three sides are different. Then verify the above result also and this coming result also. 7.7 theorem also, 7.6 theorem also. You verify after drawing two triangles, and then you measure the length of the sides also measure, and measurement of the angle also measure with the protractor. Okay. So you yourself verify it is correct or not. So you can able to make a confirm. Okay students. Now see, listen here. I given some examples here. This is rough work only. No need to write in the notebook. Here listen. I drawn a triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, what you can say? Okay, here you see. In this triangle ABC, angle I written as 70, angle B is written as 60, angle C I written as 50. Okay. So total 180 coming now. Okay. Here very clearly you can say which angle is greatest angle, which angle? Angle A is greater. So if angle A is greater, which side will be greater side? PC will be the greater side. Which angle is greater? Its opposite side only greater. And which side is greater? Its opposite angle only greater. So BC I didn't written here. So this actually I want to explain after explaining theorem number 7.7. So let us complete 7.7, then we can come back. Okay. Listen here. 7.7 theorem, what is written? In any triangle, the side opposite to longer angle is longer. So which side opposite to longer angle? So which angle is greater? Its opposite side is greater. That only the meaning. Okay. So the previous 7.6 theorem, it's a converse, and 7.6 theorem's converse theorem is this one. There we taken first side, here we are taking angle. That only the difference. If any triangle, the side opposite to longer angle, side opposite to longer angle is longer. Understood? The meaning is that which angle is longer or which angle is greater, its opposite side is greater. That only written here. So here which I have written, angle P is greater than angle Q. I simply marked here. If angle P is greater than angle Q, what is the opposite side of angle P? QR. QR is greater than PR. Okay? Got clear? So that only the theorem. So in short, 7.6 and 7.7 we can combine and say that if in a triangle, if two sides are unequal, which side is greater, its opposite angles are greater. And if two angles are unequal, which angle is greater, its opposite side is greater. Short that much only. Okay. So which angle is greater, its opposite side is greater, and which side is greater, its opposite angle is greater. Got clear concept? Okay, see. We can see from the example, see here. Simply I drawn a diagram here. Here which angle is greater? Angle A is greater. Then question will come. Dash side is greater, or dash side is the greatest one. So which side is the greatest one here? BC. BC is greater compared to remaining sides. Okay. So here which side is the smallest one? Angle C is 50 now. So angle C is the smallest one. So its opposite side is the smallest one. AB is the smallest one. Are you got clear? That only the concept. In short, very important theorem both. Once more we can repeat it. See here. Once more we can repeat. What is written? If two sides of a triangle are unequal, the angle opposed to the longer is larger. In short, which side is greater, its opposite angle is greater. Here which side is greater? AC is greater. So its opposite angle what is? B. B is greater. Are you got clear the concept? Okay, AC is greater, therefore its opposite angle B is greater. Okay, similarly, next theorem same. Next theorem also just converse of that one. So here which angle is greater? Here angle P is greater. If angle P is greater, its opposite side is greater. What is its opposite side? QR. Therefore QR is greater. Okay, that concept only you keep in the mind. Okay, statement is not as it is asking, but it will ask for the MCQs, fill in the blanks, etc. Or true or false also can ask. So here angle P is greater, so its opposite side is greater. Clear? QR is greater. Okay. Next one more theorem is there. Theorem number 7.8. Theorem number 7.8, listen. The sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. If it is a triangle, then what will happen? You take the sum of any two sides. So first you draw a triangle. You yourself draw a triangle by yourself. After drawing a triangle, you measure all the three sides. First you measure all the three sides. After measuring all the three sides, what you want to do? You take the sum of two sides. Any two sides that are sum take. These all are your activity only. Take two sides measurement, add them, then compare. So while measuring and adding, you can see that the sum of two sides is always greater than the third side. Sum of two sides is always greater than the third side of the triangle. The meaning is that in triangle ABC you take if you are taking triangle ABC, AB plus BC is always greater than AC, or BC plus AC is greater than AB, or AB plus AC is greater than BC. Are you got clear what is written? So what is your activity? Again your activity is there. If you draw a triangle by yourself with a scale and pencil and measure all the three sides. Okay, then take the sum of any two sides. Take the length of the, first you measure the sides, then add the measure of two sides. Then you see the third side. So while adding and seeing, you can see that the sum of two sides is always greater than the measurement of the third side. If it is not happening in such a way, it is not a triangle. Okay. So in a triangle, very important property is this one. Sum of any two sides is always greater than the third side. Okay. Got clear? Okay. So it's a proof also I simply written here. It is not that much necessary. As a proof it is not given in the textbook. So I simply written here. So you can go through the points. Listen here. So this is the triangle ABC. This triangle ABC. BI extended. BA extended, okay, BA extended, and BA and CA, then a line through C also I drawn here, so that both are extended and intersecting at this point D. So BA of triangle ABC has been produced to D such that I taken a condition AD and AC are equal. Which sides are AD and AC are equal. So that from triangle ABC you got another one triangle DBC got now. Which triangle got DBC? Okay, which triangle you got a DBC? So then very clearly here you see here clear cut point here, angle BCD and angle BDC you may see from the diagram. BCD is the whole angle, this whole angle BCD, and this angle D alone you take and see which angle is greater. BCD is greater. BCD is greater now. So BCD is greater than which angle? BDC. Do you have any doubt? Then you measure and see. BCD is greater than BDC. So in this whole triangle, BCD is the greatest angle. If BCD is the greatest angle, you studied now, its opposite side is greater. So which is the opposite side of angle BCD? BD is greater than, what is the opposite side of angle D? BC. Are you got clear? Okay. Now, can you split BD? BD can you able to split here? See here, BD you can split here. BD same as AB plus AD. Yes or no? This full BD you can split as AB plus AD. Split it, splitted and written here. AB plus AD greater than BC. But you already supposed as AD is same as AC. So instead of AD what I written? AC. Therefore what you can say? AB plus AC is greater than BC. AB plus AC is greater than BC. So what you proved here? Sum of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. It is very, very important property. Sum of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. Okay, in any triangle it will be true only. You can draw many triangles, you draw and see, and measurement take and do this property. You can see any two sides you add and see, surely it will be always greater than the third side. These all activities you do and see, simply sitting at home, so you can able to draw this activity, so you will also will get an encouragement. Do and see by yourself. Okay, so here what I written here now, in triangle ABC any two sides are greater. AB plus AC greater than BC possible, AC plus BC greater than AB possible, BC plus AB greater than AC possible. And one property I am extra adding here, it is not given in the textbook. Okay, here listen. From AB plus AC greater than BC, I am taking AB alone here. AB alone taking AC shifting here. The meaning is that BC is minus AC. So AB is greater than BC minus AC, then which is smallest number? BC minus AC should be less than AB. Do you have any doubt? 3 is greater than 2. 3 is greater than 2 saying, then which is the smaller one? 2 is less than 3. Same property only we are applying here. Here AB is greater than BC minus AC, getting no? If AB is greater than BC minus AC, then which will be smallest one? BC minus AC is smallest. Therefore I reversed it is BC minus AC is less than AB. Keep it as equation number 1. Properly listen here. BC minus AC is less than AB. Okay. From here this one you see, AC plus BC is greater than AB, no? Reverse them. What you can say? Reversing what you are getting, I written downside. See here. From here AC plus BC is greater than AB written, no? That you reverse them, what you will get? Then AC plus BC is greater than AB. The meaning is that AB is less than BC plus AC. Now you combine these two. These two combine. BC minus AC less than AB. That AB is less than BC plus AC. So you can combine this first and second one. BC minus AC less than AB. less than BC plus AC. The meaning is that in any triangle, one side, any one side, here which side I have taken AB, the AB always lies between difference and sum of the remaining two sides. One side of a triangle will always lies between difference and the sum of the remaining two sides. Very important topic. Okay, listen here. I taken first equation and second equation. I combined these two, BC minus AC less than AB, and that AB is less than BC plus AC. So combining them, what you will get? BC minus AC is less than AB less than BC plus AC. In short, in any triangles, measure of one side will be always lies between the difference and sum of the remaining two sides. Okay, clear students? Okay, bye.